Greetings guys and welcome to Studio 54 Discotheque, or in this case it's called a club, in UWKDU Penang. Right now I want to introduce you to those lights over there. Alright, those are called DMX Control Power Cans. DMX Control Power Cans. If you look at your screen, I will now put an explanation of what DMX is now. And I will also put a brief description of what a power can is now. Okay, so that's the standard definition of what a power can is. Now let me show you in detail a power can. Now the word PAR is in reference to a kind of bulb, which I will show you now. Yeah, in the early days of stagecraft and stage lighting, okay, when I'm talking of early days, I'm talking from the beginning, okay, they used to put candles or oil lamps at the base of a stage so that the light would illuminate and light the actors up, okay, and you had to put the light in front of the actors on the floor so that you could light the actors' faces. Remember, this was a live performance, it was a stage performance. You needed to see the front of the actors. If you put the lights at the side or at the back of the stage, you won't see the actors' faces and you won't see their performance. Okay? Got it? Alright. So, all of these lights evolved from candles to oil lamps to arc carbon lamps to kerosene lamps, eventually to the electric light bulb, and then the different stages of the different kinds of light bulbs, and to what we have today, LED lamps. But they are all called power cans because of the way that they are assembled. It's basically a can, like a Milo tin, okay, with a yoke. This is called a yoke, Y-O-K-E, and you can mount it like this on a stand like I have done, which I've modified, or you can hang it upside down like one of those guys up there on the ceiling, okay? Now these are called power cans simply because in the past, these light fixtures had bulbs that were screwed into them. And those bulbs were called power bulbs, P-A-R, all right? Like this. Okay? Now you can go and Google it, you can go and read up about it and all that. And in fact, power lamps are still being sold today. And I use a lot of these power bulbs in my E27 stand, okay? That was in the olden days. No, nowadays, very few people use power bulbs. By the way, power bulbs are incandescent bulbs, right? They've got filaments inside which glow, get hot, waste of energy, and they blow. So a lot of people don't use that anymore. We've all converted to LED. So have the power cans, all right? But these power cans, as you can see, all right, these are all individual LED elements here, and each of these LED elements can display three colors: red, green, and blue, the primary colors for electronic devices. Okay? By switching the elements, the various constituent elements like red, green, and blue, if you boost them all out at the same time, it creates white. If you reduce the red, you create another color. If you reduce the green, you create another color. Now what makes this thing so special? Well, these guys can be connected to each other using a data cable. Alright? Of course you need a power cable like this one here, but you can actually connect them in a daisy chain configuration. If you studied IT, guys, in your IT class, you will know what a daisy chain configuration is. Basically one connected to each other. And you could use this DMX controller cable. Can't see. Yeah, that's a DMX controller cable to control these lights. All right, you could use a DMX controller. I'll show you in a while what a DMX controller is, and you could adjust the lights automatically. So I'm going to give you a demonstration now. Pay attention to the lights up there, and I'm just going to shift the lights around. Red, green, blue, combination of all the three, moving real time. Okay? So that is a DMX control power can or a stage lighting kit. Now, the controller that we use, I'll show you in a while, is the DMX controller. Let me show it to you now. Okay, so that is the DMX controller. It looks very much like a mixer. It's got sliders and all that. All right, this is red, green, and blue slider. If I turn this up, I get reds. If I turn this up, I get green and blue. Let me put the camera this way, and hopefully you can see me. You can see the stage as well. All right, I'm sliding up the red, sliding up the green, sliding up the blue, and I am now playing with a combination of all of these lights. Okay, that's what a DMX controller can do. It actually can control the color and intensity of the lights. More importantly, I can also control the intensity of one light at a time. That's light number 1. I'm now going to control light number 4. And you will notice that light number 4 is aiming at a different part of the stage. And that is stage lighting, ladies and gentlemen. We want the lights to illuminate certain parts of the stage in accordance to the act, in accordance to the script or the screenplay. Okay? That is what gives the stage presence, life, right? In the olden days, the entire stage was lit to the maximum brightness and everybody would just stand there and watch. Ooh, wow. Today, we use lighting to create scenes within a scene. Visual scenes within an actual stage play. Okay? So if someone is coming in from the right-hand side, I would light number 1. And if it was angry, he wants to kill somebody, I'll give him a little reddish hue, and he will look angry. And on the other side of the screen, there'll be someone, his love of his life. And she's a lady and very demure and very nice and very cool and calm. So I'll turn this light off, I turn that light on, and I make it a blue. So when she appears, she would look like an angel or a fairy. Can you understand so far? Alright. So this is the DMX Control. It is here in 106. It is available to you guys, especially for those who are undertaking their screenwriting and screenplay, because you guys would have to create your own monologue. You would have to learn how to set the stage, and then you need to perform. Okay, and that is what this DMX lighting is for. Now, it brings me to an interesting point. Over the past few days, I've also met some students who are studying public relations, and they've asked me, they heard that I also have a YouTube channel, and they asked why they weren't invited. And I apologize because I wasn't thinking far enough. And I realized that PR students as well will need to learn how to do these things. Alright, so here's a message to you guys from the PR community. By the way, guys, I'm no stranger to PR myself. I started my career in PR, actually, as a writer. Alright, and the truth of the matter is, all of these skill sets are going to help you as well. This skill set in particular is pretty interesting for you guys because you guys are going to be... Is color changing? Oh, it's the white balance. Sorry, the white balance is auto. Sorry, PR students, you guys are going to learn how to set up stages. The sound portion of the thing is also important to you because you're going to need to learn how to set up power mixers, set up events, staging, etc. Okay? Alright, so this is an introduction to DMX lighting, introduction to parkans, introduction to all of these things. And here's the best part, guys. Are you ready? Don't panic, huh? Don't panic, huh? You can buy one of those lamps for $100. I'll do it again. Like that. Very Christopher Lee-ish. That light can be purchased for 100 ringgit brand new. That light stand can be purchased for 30 to 40 ringgits brand new. So for 140 ringgit, you could get a pretty decent light. Unfortunately, they make really lousy video lights. Okay, I'm going to be honest. The quality of that light is bad. It's colorful. Alright, it's great for background lighting, for environment lighting, for special effects lighting. But as a lighting for the human form, not so much. Okay, I still have a few of these in my kit because sometimes I want to throw like colorful light in a scene. I want to make the scene a little bit more colorful. So I have those lamps available to me. Why am I telling you this? Well, if you go on YouTube nowadays, and if you go on Lazada or Shopee, you will find a lot of light manufacturers like Aperture, Godox selling lamps at wow, $200. You got RGB and CRI 95 and all blah blah blah. Colored lighting has been around for centuries. It is nothing new. Okay? These lamps have been in service for the past 40 years. No one is using them for video because no one thought to use them for video. Oh wait, not no one. Yeah, the professional industry knows. Alright, so try to learn from your predecessors, try to learn from your seniors, try to learn from the existing professionals on what they use. And these power cans are an invaluable asset to any production, but not as your key lights, as ambient lights, as kickers, accents, accent lighting. Alright? Google all these words and then try to make some sense of it. Till next time, enjoy your industry. Bye-bye.